as their guys will match up with the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't...
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Shelling through the defense. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Devlin. The completion to Riddick. And out across midfield down to the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff for Gibson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Devlin. This one left side caught by Gibson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Devlin caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Devlin. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Devlin. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Devlin. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Devlin. He finds Riddick, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Devlin. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The extra point up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Coup for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On first down, Devlin. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They can't tackle him. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A final shot before break. Devlin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Every time. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should... Taking a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Just like that.
Looking to throw. Devlin. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. To throw on second down. Devlin. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down. Devlin looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Man left. Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake, Devlin. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Devlin. And he is going to go at the 11-yard line. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Devlin. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Devlin sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Rangers 42, Washington 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Devlin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Washington 21. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. That one caught by Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Devlin. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Off the play fake. Devlin. Flushed out right. The completion to Riddick. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down at 5.
Here we go.
Off play action. Devlin. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He completes it to Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Washington 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Devlin. This is brought in by Gibson, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Gibson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake. Devlin rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Powering his way forward. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Riddick complete.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Devlin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Off play action, Devlin. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing get.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.